Hey class, welcome to the assessment and diagnosis of sexual disorders, summer 2018. The way that this class is going to be structured is that you will have some weekly assignments that get submitted through Canvas, and you will also have some videos that you are required to watch weekly, as well as a group project and an individual paper. So I will just kind of briefly go through some of these course requirements so that everything is clear, but I have spelled out the details of this in the syllabus as well, so hopefully everything will make sense. So basically every week you are going to be reading a chapter or two from your textbook, and I'm asking you to engage in an experiential kind of writing activity. So the purpose of these assignments are to really help you integrate what you're learning from your textbook with kind of practical applications of human sexuality. So obviously you have to submit your papers by the due date. Each paper needs to be APA compliant. In terms of grading, I'm going to be looking at clarity of writing, how familiar you are with the course concepts and how well you can talk about those, the complexity of the ideas and the questions that are presented, and of course your ability to reference and cite information as would be expected. So really that's those are the weekly homework assignments, and those will make sense once you get your textbook and get a chance to start looking through that. The second assignment or second course requirement are the weekly video reflections. So I have taken the liberty of just posting some of my favorite videos related to human sexuality. So I want you to watch these. I want you to kind of think about these ideas specifically in kind of a therapeutic context and how these might be relevant for your clients. And I want you just to give me a short, like 200-word paragraph reflection, and it's just a way of processing what you've watched. And each of those submissions is due on Sunday evening, worth 5 points apiece. Third requirement for the class is a group project. So you will be working in groups, and starting week 1 you will choose a group to sign up for, and it, obviously you're going to be responsible for signing up for your own group. I don't do that for you. And you are going to be exploring a topic related to human sexuality or sex therapy, and kind of just presenting to me what you've come up with, and then you're going to develop a professional presentation. A lot of students like to develop what I call a professional website. I do recommend using, there's a free platform called Storify, but I also know that there are other platforms out there, so feel free to utilize anything that you find kind of fits your project best. And I have given a breakdown of what I'm looking for from you, as far as if you're creating a presentation or a website. So just check your syllabus for those details. And then the final requirement of the class is a personal sexual assessment. So this is a 5 to 7 page individual paper. And I'm asking you to reflect on kind of some of your most important sexual memories, fantasies, experience, relationships from birth to present. And I know sometimes when I mention this to students, they get a little nervous that they have to kind of explore these things. But I always say, if you can't be comfortable with your own sexuality and things that have kind of made you who you are as a sexual human being, then how are you going to be comfortable with your clients? So we need to be able to explore this in ways that are not threatening. And the purpose is not necessarily to experience, like I say, your darkest sexual chapters, although some of you might go there, but it's really for you to ask questions and kind of to reflect on how you've become who you've become as a sexual human being. So there's a lot of flexibility here in terms of what you choose to discuss. I haven't defined it so much for you, and I don't plan on defining it so much for you because everyone is really going to have something very different. The things I do expect, of course, are that your paper is APA compliant, that you use at least 2 peer-reviewed sources outside of your textbook, and that really is it. So if you have any specific questions about those assignments, please let me know. I really think this will be a great class, and we don't focus so much on sexual disorders per se. Most of you are not going to be doing that kind of work. You will be dealing with issues of sexuality in counseling situations, so we reflect more on kind of those situations that you will be dealing with specifically. I don't have a problem if you want to look at a specific sexual disorder for your group project. That certainly is, territory that you can explore as well. So let's have a great semester. Feel free to reach out, and I will speak with all of you soon.